Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the BabyLock database design transfer software. This is free software from babylock.com. To get that, go to the babylock.com website. In the search bar, you can put the word database and you should be able to find that and download it to your computer. This program will allow you to wirelessly send embroidery designs to your machine as long as it is enabled for wireless. The things that you have to do to prepare for this are first, turn on your machine, get it into embroidery mode, maybe make sure that the clock and the network settings are done and make sure that your wireless is set up on your embroidery machine. Then download the software and I will show you what that looks like from here. So the program actually has the ability to show you the thumbnails for all of your embroidery designs. And there's a couple different ways to see the information that is in your files. So you can see I have barn quilts. I went to my PES files. Now I see all the thumbnails for those designs that are in the PES format. I can look at it in smaller thumbnails if I'd like to, if there's a lot of thumbnails to look at. And I can go to the next icon, which tells me all the details, which looks at stitches, colors, and then the height and width of these blocks. I can even sort my designs by the number of stitches in them. So I'm going to do the one maybe with the least amount of stitches right now because I don't have as much time. So I've now just clicked in that box. If I click it again, that's now the largest, the design with the most stitches in it. And I can click that one. When I open up my large thumbnails again, that's the one that I've got selected. If I clicked one here in the middle and I open up my thumbnails, you'll see that that's the one that's selected. So you can go through and find specific designs that you might want. Maybe I don't want all of these. I just really like this design right here. So now I want to download it to my machine, but everything is grayed out down here. How do I download it to my machine? I can click there all I want, but I have not set up my machine to find to the network here on this program. So I'm going to go here to this little icon called Network Machine Settings, and there's nothing in the box. Sometimes, even after you've set this up once, that will go away and you need to reconnect it. So if this is all grayed out down here and you have nothing in the send to box, go to the network machine settings and find your machine again. So I did add, it finds my Radiance machine. And by the way, you can change the name on your machine by going to the wireless page and you can type in a name where you will recognize which machine that is. And that's especially helpful if you have multiple machines. So now I'm going to click add and OK. And now you can see that that design that I selected can now be brought down here because the arrow is no longer grayed out. It says it's going to send it to my Carol's Radiance, and I'm just going to hit that arrow right there. I could add multiple designs in here, as many as I'd like that will fit in my machine. And then all I have to do is hit this little sewing machine right here that says transfer and it finished outputting. This design is now in my embroidery machine to be pulled up on the wireless page. A couple other things you can do with this, if you go to the File button here, you can actually print the design that you chose. And you can see here that what it gives you is all the different colors for that design, the width, the height, and the stitch count. So that's very helpful, especially if you need to go to the store and buy some threads. I'm going to close that for now. The other thing that you can do is you can right click or you can go to this little icon that has a little comments box here and you can look at more detail about that design. So you can see its name, the file version, when it was modified last, its size, the stitch count, the approximate sewing time, the number of color changes, and the total number of colors. So this might be able to help you, especially if you have a 10 needle and you want to make sure that you keep it under that 10 color limit. So we can close that out. So you can add designs from any different uh, design, any of the different designs you have on your computer. It doesn't have to just be one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this design right here and add that down. Since I already just loaded this one with the barn quilts, I'm just going to go to this trash can and get rid of that. Now I have this one design right here. Once again, I just hit that transfer button. It's finished outputting the data, and that one is in my machine to be done. As we go to this one, we can see, once again, here are all the different designs. Here's how many stitches each of those take. And maybe I want to see which one has the least amount of stitches or which one has the most amount of stitches. I just clicked up there in that box. Now I'm going to go ahead and see which one that is. And this is the one with the most stitches. So I can down do the properties, which by clicking a right click or clicking up here on that comment section, and I can see that it will take me 190 minutes to do this design, which is a 9x9 of this embroidery. I can see all the different colors that I'll need to do that. And once again, I can go to print preview or print and print out the colors that I need so that I can make sure I have them all ready to go. All right, I hope this helps you. I hope you understand how to get your machine connected wirelessly to the program. You do have to have your wireless set up in your embroidery machine first. We'll go over that another time, but hopefully you've been able to do that and enjoy being able to see the thumbnails for all of your designs and to get all the details of them and the properties before you ever have to bring them into your machine. If you have a big library like I do, that's very helpful. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Thank you again for joining me with Sew with Carol H.